Today exactly being experienced, I say, the pathological centers. So right now you can find the pathological center has been very lucrative business, I should say, and it has mushrooming growth. The people having some money, they invest in pathological because the doctors having the common habit, the medical system having a common practice right now, just to go for the multi-tested. But the fact is that exactly there is some separate business over here. Yeah, obviously we should go for pathological tests since we have the advantage of technology. But it does not mean exactly we have to ask the patient for the multiple tests. If one test required, I'm having a doctor, being a medical practitioner, that I should prescribe. And number two, I should say exactly, that is most of the pathological centers, just they are booming and they are doing very fat business, just having the fantastic business deal with the doctors. Let me share an incident. Upon a time, I'm talking about, that is my sister, elder sisters, who used to stay in Shivri. She found some complication in the ear. Then she asked me to have appointment of an ENT. I'm not taking the name of the sanso, but that ENT doctor, very much specialized doctors. I went to him along with my sisters. Then doctor advised me to go for an X-ray. Then I asked the doctors, should you recommend anybody or I should go have the complimentary? Yes, if you have the compliment, you can go. I went there along with my sisters and get it X-ray. But when I came back, it is a doctor's versions here. The report is not up to the market, just throw it to the dustbin. I repeat, the report is not up to the mark, just throw it to the dustbin. And I just apologize the doctors and I approach the doctors, whatever you are saying, well, really, just give a footnote so that I can go and get the money back. Then doctor is saying, no, I can't do that. Then immediately I went to the pathological center. He is very known person to me. Then I explained everything. He just told me, yeah, he come with me. Just I came with his car, the doctors. There's a huge arguments. There's legal issue also on the X-ray plate. And finally, the secret revealed over here that I knew exactly there is a 50% commission directly to be pocketed to the doctors recommended the patients. That means, suppose a blood test. How much to be costed? Hardly 4 rupees. And that rest of the amount, the 46 rupees to be gone to the pathological departments or pathological centers, and the 50%, the total 50 rupees to be pocketed to doctors. That's why it has now been a common practice to recommend the patient to the pathology system and the pathological centers who can do this sort of business, who can purchase the doctors. They're doing the immense business I'm talking about. But in reality, I'm talking about pathological centers or pathological department. What the reality is that each and every machines to be calibrated in a regular form to have the right report, and that report to be justified by qualified doctors. But unfortunately, hardly any pathological centers, whatever I have found, except in Calcutta, Ram Trivedi, I'm talking about the West Bengals, having any good qualified doctors and having the regular calibration. So there's a huge differences of the report one pathological center to the another pathological centers. So my dear, please be cautious, be aware of it. I know sometimes it seems to be expensive, but always if you ask to get something tested or get x-rayed, always do it from the labels organizations, not any sort of hanky-panky organizations. Is it? And never just take the recommendations of doctor, because doctors can diagnose your disease, but doctor doesn't have a right to recommend the to go there or go there. I should to go that particular pathology center. If report is not up to the mark over here, I'll take the money back. If the doctor say no, report is not good, the doctors will give the footnote, and showing the footnote, I'll get the money back. It is a legal power I have. But unfortunately over here, we patients are so innocent, no, is so obedient. We listen to the doctors, and wherever they just recommend, we just go silently. I think check this practice. Just go as per your choice. But again, the report is not up to the mark. The doctors will give the footnote. Here you will have the two advantage. Number one, that pathological centers will be blamed, and even the doctors also will be blamed. And finally, here it is your dignity as a patient or a citizen of a country. Thank you.